So Broncos at the Jets, and this is not, though, in MetLife. This actually takes place in another location. It's going to be overseas in the UK game. So we'll see how this one goes. Usually the London games are hit or miss if they're really good or really bad. I mean, you saw the Minnesota game against the Browns. That was very meh, like it wasn't very good, but we'll see how this one does. The Broncos currently are leading the AFC West. You look at the Jets side, the Jets still yet to win a game. And for Aaron Glenn, I think his seat's starting to get a little bit warm there. Could potentially be a one-season head coach if they don't figure these things out. So we have to see if Justin Fields can get them back to where they should be.
For this Jets team on defense so far, 3rd and 7. Nix's first pass attempt gets away from Johnson, and he finds Franklin, who fumbles it.
What happened there?
On defense so far, 3rd and 7. Nix's first pass
got out of the sack there. They rolled to his right, and he just tried to get rid of it.
Franklin, who fumbles it. And just as I said, the Jets have
that's ugly.
all season.
That's an ugly play.
They're trying to come out
it sucks.
with their first.
That's all receiver there.
Franklin
has got to tuck that. But a great defensive play.
Aaron Glenn wants it. Does he get it? He does.
Cisco comes up with that. Love it.
Fields.
All right, Fields got time. Going to run it like he always does.
Got a long way to go. He crosses the 35.
Good Lord.
So he gets just enough.
I don't love that. What is he seeing, though, down the field that he's got to run it? I just want to understand something. What is he seeing here that he has to run? 4-man rush. You got four guys looking like they're going to cover here. One of these two is going to be spying Fields because they got to watch him. One's going to watch the running back. I mean, you got 5 on the line with a guy running out here. I mean, you got 1 high. I think that's 1 high. Let's see, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 1 high. Look. Potentially both these guys off. Could be turned to a 3 zone here.
Fields.
Cutting up. There's just nobody there, and you need to get... It's 3rd and 13. It's a long conversion. Yeah, that pocket fell apart pretty quick, but if he goes and dives out, rolls to his right here, maybe he's got some extra time. I don't know. Hear me out. Maybe he's got some extra time. But no, he decides to take it upfield. This is the biggest flaw with Justin Fields. He tends to run way too often when he doesn't have to.
Just enough for Nick Folk. And it is.
It's good. That's a dagger.
So, the first takeaway of the Jets season.
That was your first takeaway of the season? Oh, gosh, Jets. How do you make football so hard to watch? 4-man.
Nick's quick throw. Nice grab.
Quick slant. Yep.
Catch.
Take it.
Pat Bryant, the rookie out of
Illinois. That's the guy from Illinois. I liked him a lot in the draft process. A lot of people slept on him. Good pursuit. That's what I don't like. They have really good passing concepts. They attack the soft zones pretty well. But it looks like it's a field goal battle right here. He got it. Barely. Barely got that. Barely.
So,
kick off.
Now taking their first kickoff.
I love those sounds from the network game bar. Oh, he stayed on his feet.
And he's free.
Oh my gosh. Go, 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 go. Okay, he goes out around the 25. That's a crazy return, though. Surely they score a touchdown here.
That one out and doesn't go anywhere.
Why do I even bother?
Put the Jets back up on top.
This is just insulting at this point.
He does it.
So 6-3. 5 minutes to go in the first.
The first turnover of the game that led to the first points of the
11
game.
in motion. Fake the handoff, roll right, pursue. He's good on the rollouts. I like him used in play action. He's really good at that. I have to say, Bo Nix does a good job. Drop.
Pump fakes. Now he takes off.
There you go, take off. Good block. There you go. But it's 3rd and 17. You need to stay inside there. But you're going for it on 4th and 5, so whatever.
To his right. That's grabbed.
And he got it, so I'll just shut up. He got it. And he got Engram. Bull rush from the right there, but he completes it over the middle. Well, I don't know what's going on with this coverage unit, but they're getting smashed right now in this deep zones. By deep zones, I mean like 10 to 15 yards, like the intermediates.
Next wide open touchdown.
Guy getting the balls right here. 14's going to pull it. That's Sutton. Linebacker's not watching him. He's more worried about the running back here. So he's going to grab the running back. Bo knows. Bo's just going to hit him right here.
Next wide open touchdown.
2 DBs went and trailed the receiver. They left him wide open.
And the Broncos
How do you
have the
not
lead.
throw that?
The change
There you
here.
go.
Trying to avoid another 3 and out.
Jets got
He
fooled
goes up
there.
top. And it's incomplete.
Overthrowing Smith.
Arian Smith, the intended
Great.
target.
That's the
3rd
rookie
and 3
Arian
for
Smith from
Knicks.
Georgia.
It's a quick throw to Ingram again.
Get your first. There you go. Just take your short
Another
passes.
catch for Ingram.
It's the new norm in the NFL is the short passing style.
2nd and 8.
It's a much of a growing thing now.
Close to that first down.
They would
He's
rather
about
the
a yard
offenses
shy.
work with the heavier
Brings up
screens
3rd
than
down.
actually
Play clock winding down.
like,
Get it off.
take
Knicks,
deep
quick
shots
throw
here.
to
Like, look at
Dobbins.
this.
Can't connect.
That's a forward pass.
One was
Not a
little
fumble,
low.
forward pass.
And they're going to punt.
But like that's what ends up happening. They're like that's just a bad. It's just bad
Runs
there.
out of time.
And the protection fails there. He's got nowhere to go. I mean, this just looks like a really good pass rush. Let's see that. Let's see this
And they're
again.
gonna punt.
Okay, so they're showing 4. This man's looking like he's going to attack up and stab up and try to get down into the pocket, and he's going to be the 5th rusher. This DB's playing man, but he's picking out which one to go with. We can't really tell. He's shading like he's going to be the outside receiver here, the stand-up guy, but I think he's more for the interior guy, which would be Smith here. And then right back here is another defensive back. I think that's Riley Moss. He's going to be the one that's actually taking the outside receiver. And they're showing this guy's definitely rushing. This guy's head up with him. Then this one's far back with the inline guy. So let's see. He did not rush. But I want to watch 98, who ends up being one of the big enforcers here. When he comes through, he's faked like he was going to the guard, and he pulls over to the center, and he goes to chop, and then he's like putting his hands in between them like this to try and chop through. And they try to get their grips on his shoulder, but the collision. 99 works his way through the left guard, causes a collision with the center and the other guard there, while the edge rushers are doing their job holding up the tackle. So the interior's falling apart here, and that swim off that this guy gets to break through, Fields never has an answer here, but really the throw should be going to 83. This really is where the pass should go. Does it go here? No. By the time he decides, I know he's trailing, but if you lead him out here, 85 could set the block, and you could turn up field and get the first here. But 98's in full pursuit, and now Fields is in panic mode.
Runs out of time.
And a great rep off the edge
Jonathan
from Cooper. Jonathan Cooper crushed it that time. Because the interior line unable to make a stop there. That's a huge problem. Because the interior line is supposed to be the better end of what the Jets' O-line is, and they're not doing too good so far.
A
lot of time.
It's Harvey.
There you go.
Long way to
There you go.
and he gets it to
Good run for
about
Harvey.
the 45-yard lines. 3rd and 6.
Let me flip it over. Okay.
And there's a first down.
Inside 2 and 1. All right, 2-minute drill. Run the 2-minute drill. Let's go.
All right, after the 2-minute warning. First down run.
Handoff. It was a read option, but he gave it to Hall.
Steps out of bounds.
There you go. Play the line. Play the line. 4th and 1. Let's go.
Oh, it's a fake. They thought it was going to be a fake, and here's the fake to Hall.
Oh, wow, it's really close.
He got
really close. I'm not normally speechless.
Why?
but I'm trying
Why
to
would
figure
you?
this out.
Okay, they kept the ball, but a fake punt. Seriously?
To avoid the rush and cannot.
He's gonna get sacked. Call your timeout. Call a timeout. Call a
And the
timeout.
final
Now you
timeout
got
of
it.
The Jets is taken. A wild
That's
final 2 minutes
ridiculous.
here. With very little
4-man
happening.
rush. Come on.
By the
Come
way,
on.
there's an over-the-middle
Stood up pretty
throw
well there,
for
but you had to throw over the
Fields.
middle. Get to the line.
And it
30
appears it is
seconds. You don't have a lot of
just
time
shy
here.
of
Let's
the
go.
first down. Josh Reynolds stopped by Alex Singleton.
About 4th and short. You have to go, and they're going to cut it off, which means they didn't do anything.
Beating the Browns in the final throws in this stadium last week.
Ugh.
Isaiah Williams with the return.
Special
Nice
teams
return
doing
for
good.
Williams past the 40-yard line.
I
So
can't
some
say anything
good
bad about special teams.
Positive momentum to start the second half.
Special teams, we've got to play better. But
85
defensively,
motion
I was
right.
real
This is
pleased.
going to be a run
How do you
fake
get
to the
this offense
weak
to
side.
put this game away?
Avoids 1 sack. He's going to have to run it up the middle.
Not stopping yourself
And they take
from
him down.
penalties. You look
That's a
at
good
our
gain for on
third
first down.
downs where all of a sudden we're 3rd and 1. we
But
a
you have
false
to
start.
capitalize
Nobody
on
has
that.
been better at
And they did. They
changing
did get
games
another
in
first
big
down.
time.
So 2nd and 9.
Throw. And that's a first down grab. Josh Reynolds.
Reynolds doing a lot of heavy lifting here. A lot of heavy lifting.
Fields keeps, makes a nice
Ooh,
move.
making some moves there.
Fields.
Okay, Fields, I see you. I see you,
Fields
brother.
gets the snap.
Five-man
To his
rush. He's got to
left is
roll.
down, and that is batted
Mac.
down. Zach Allen's the one who
Holding.
batted it down.
Holding.
Nick Folk
Yep.
for-
Before they kick the field goal here, like, look at this. It gets so messy. I mean, they had to know this blitz was coming, right? 4, 5, 6. They're showing a 6-man. They only send 5, though.
Fields gets the snap.
Because this linebacker here in the middle drops back, so he's no longer going to be the guy. They're sending 5 instead. Pretty much everybody's occupied except the center who's trying to figure out where to go. He's still frozen, doesn't know where to go. Cooper with really good bend to get around, but he's getting choked, basically. He got around, though. And this is the bad news. 41, this rusher gets by the running back. Once that happens, Fields doesn't have a choice. He's got to go.
To his left.
He's got to
is
go, bro.
down.
And he goes to throw, and it's just unlucky. Really, there was nowhere to go here. Coverage for Broncos is super
Zach
lethal.
Allen.
The coverage unit for Denver is super lethal. That's very clear. What I'm not liking is that the offensive play calling for the Jets is very run-focused. And if you've got a balanced defense that's got a really good run style and is really good in coverages, and they mix up their blitz as well, runs aren't going to help you. And this team this year has been running a lot of run-focused offense, not really letting Fields get the ball thrown more, which has been the common issue he had back in Chicago. In Pittsburgh, he had a similar issue too. Now, the belief was going to the Jets, the O-line would be helping him get better, and then he'd actually have time to throw the football. He's not getting that. And because of that, they've manipulated their playbook to be more run-focused. What is run-focused going to do for you? I don't get that. You can't run smash mouth these days. You have to go and use a vertical offense. That's the only way you're going to survive here. You got to use them like you use other quarterbacks. And they just, I don't know what their offensive system is, but it's not working. I don't know how else to describe it. Blocking's failing on the offensive tackles from the two young tackles here. Fashanu and Membu are having some issues. They're getting beat off the edge. Not good. Fashanu's been better than Membu, but it's the right side's been a liability this year. But at least Justin could see the right side. It's just not okay.
Batted it down.
And they're settling for field goal here, which they really don't need. They need a touchdown.
Is true. It's a 1-point game here in London. Fake it to him and to Franklin.
Take another one. Take it.
it
And he
is
fumbled that
dropped
one,
by McLaughlin.
but it's
That
never
was a
caught.
screen
So,
pass that didn't look good. And
good Lord, this is
now here's
bad.
a flag. So the Jets have excellent.
So
field
nothing
position.
happens
They're
there.
on
47 more
42,
sets
and
back.
It's a pass from Fields.
Got it.
Drops that one off to Andrew Beck.
Take the motion, guy. Why not? Everything's mainly shorts. It's a short-based offense. They're not really letting them take the top off, and they have guys that can do that. That's the insulting thing. And you got Surtain in coverage. There's no winning with that.
McNamara
Got it
sends
off.
away high punt. Jets are there to field it, and it is beautifully covered. Down to around.
That's
the
not bad.
2-yard
That's
line.
not bad. Come on. Come on.
For Franklin, almost one-handed it.
Tied up, though. He got tied up.
There are 2 fouls by the offense. Pass interference. Offense. A penalty decline.
Oh, push off. Maybe I was wrong. Okay. Okay, you've earned my apologies. I apologize. You should not have been the target of that.
Pins the Broncos back, and then the first snap leads to a hold in the end zone
There was a holding.
by Garrett Bowles.
Where's Bowles? Show me Bowles. Where is he? Over there? 72 on the opposite side. Let's watch him. Because this is going to result in a safety because it happened in the end zone.
Hold in the end zone by Garrett Bowles.
I guess it's a holding. I guess it is. I can't really see from that angle, and he's going to get sacked. How many times is dude going to get sacked today? Are you kidding me? Okay, what do they show? They showed a 4-man? Yeah, another 4-man blitz. Another 4-man rush. This is easy to block. This isn't hard to block, guys. 9 is the one. Hufanga is going to be the one who gets by. So they sent him to the outside guy, and he gets thrown off, and Afanga's going through, and look at this. Fashanu's not going to be able to get there.
Fields patting the ball, and that's the end of it. Hufanga with another sack. Nix on 3rd and 10, just hands it off.
Just hand it off at that point, yeah.
they're just
Like,
gonna
neither
play
team wants to
defense.
throw the football.
Prentice, the
It's
fullback.
getting ugly. It's a really good defensive showdown.
Fields,
That's what I'm going to
long
call this. This is a really good
He
defensive
runs out
showdown.
with his helmet off. Look out. Now is Jonathan Cooper on the play.
Yeah, the offenses are having a really hard time, and that's a false start.
Incomplete.
That might be a false start. Let me see that again.
Cooper on the play.
Is that a false start they missed? Yep. 69 moved first. That whole 1, 2, 3 moving before that ball goes. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? How are the refs not seeing this? It's actually insulting at this point.
Incomplete.
So it's a
Ingram
poorly
was
officiated
open, but
game.
that gets batted
That's
down at
one.
the line of
They're missing
scrimmage
obvious
by
calls
Sherwood.
here, like that. And just neither offense can get anything going because the defense has been playing really good. Although that's a really good run for Brees.
Oh, near the first down, and he gets it.
And somehow the Jets
The
are winning.
chains, Riley Moss in on the play.
Calm down,
11
calm
minutes
down.
remaining in regulation. 3rd and 5. Fields
Looking to throw, step up, go, go, go.
reaches for the first down line, but he's ruled a
Love of humanity! Somebody put me out of my misery!
Fields is shifty, but like stuff like that can't keep happening.
He's got Ingram.
There you go.
That's
There
a
you go.
first down throw. Nix.
5-man.
throws it. Mims
Got
is
it.
open.
Wide
Mims is
open.
clear.
Go, go.
And Mims takes
Shoulder
it
down,
inside
go out
the
of bounds toward the
35.
sideline. Don't cut in. There you go.
Here's Dobbins. Nice running by Dobbins.
You want to talk about somebody who's been actually doing really well lately? J.K. Dobbins has been a monster. Like, people don't realize he's replicating the campaign he had with the Chargers last season. He's playing really well, and Harvey too. Like, they have a really good running back duo, and they don't get enough attention for how well they've played up to this point.
Down to the 26. Nix throws.
There you go.
That was
Short
Jonathan
route, get to the
Clark.
first down marker. Got there. Just keep moving. Chew the clock while you're at it, too.
For the end zone. He tried to
Oh,
connect with something,
nearly got it.
and that was Sherwood on the coverage. Sherwood.
He knows it's on him. Bo knows it's on him for that one.
And it's true.
And now the Broncos have the lead.
So the
But it looks
Broncos
like a game
retake the
really of
lead
field
by
goals, and
2.
that's really it. There's only one touchdown in this game.
Fields is sacked. Nick Benito leading the way.
Dude, how many sacks is that now for this team? Benito just beats Fashanu here. Look at that. Oh my gosh. The tackles got
That's true.
abused. Look at that.
Fields
Never had time to even get out.
sacked.
Am I about to have the same rant that I had with that I had last week? That would be really interesting. Let's see. How long does it take for Fashanu to kick out and go get his guy? How long is it going to take? Okay, he's doing it immediately, but like, look where he's going. He's not really sliding horizontal. Like, he's trying to slide horizontal, but like, look, he's getting too wide in his base. He's on a weird, awkward angle. By the time he's flipping his hips over. I know he's trying to make up time here and make up on the path, but like, there's just no way. If you're running like this, you have to like try to resist and use the left shoulder now to push back the guy's momentum, and that's not going to help in this case, because what's going to happen is your QB is backing up. By your QB dropping back, it's going to make it you're just basically making it a clearer path. It's easier. If you let him work his way around, you might be able to get behind him and be able to manipulate the other shoulder outside of him, be able to keep him out. I mean, either way, Fashanu got beat off the snap. And that's just a really well-timed jump from Benito here. Got around. Cooper got around. Fashanu just lost the battle, unfortunately. So Benito got there. That was it. And he's trying to run now, and he's kind of still on his feet, but Cooper just finishes it off with the lineman right there, which I don't think that's Allen. I don't know who it is. But either way, They get another sack here, and it's just getting uglier and uglier in this game. Clearly, protection is the issue here. Clearly, that's the issue.
Nito leading the way.
I really don't know how Fashanu could beat that. That's hard to make up, but you just have to kind of keep deterring him if you can. Speaking of sacks, another one. Jermaine Johnson, really good. This game is a very good example of really good pass rushing and how to do it correctly and overwhelm. If any young player is going to be looking at how to get sacks or how to get better at sacks, this would be the way to do it. Like, watch. The coordinator's a genius. You want to talk about good anticipation, just watch the guy up top here. These are the guys you want to watch. You want to watch up here, and you want to watch the opposite edge rusher. These guys are perfect examples of how you rush the edge. Ball snap, they're moving immediately. They're the first ones over the line. Sometimes the linemen are going to be slow to get out, and you want to catch them sleeping. When you catch them sleeping, you can break past them easier. Even if they get a hand on you, you're still on path to your route if the QB drops back. And clearly, Fields is going to consider dropping back here. And you've got a tight end here, so they're adding an extra man to the strong side to help. But bad news, they sent 6. So they added 2 guys from the middle. 22's dropping back here. Afanga is going to watch the flat here. The rookie Taylor trying his best to hold off the edge rusher here, but that's just not going to go well. Cooper's doing good here, trying to bull rush back. But really, it's the inside that gets beat. And in the end, they all just collided there. It was basically an all-out. There was no answer. Perfectly well-timed, not enough guys blocking.
Fields fades back, fires, caught. Garrett Wilson.
Really is a shame.
44 of the Broncos. Fields
Wilson, right there. Wilson, there you go.
It is incomplete.
Poor Garrett, bro. That's a hospital ball and a half.
Wilson had it until Hufanga knocked it away.
That's a hospital ball and a half.
14
Oh,
to go.
poor
This
Garrett,
is
bro.
essentially the game as the Jets are out of timeouts. Fields
Here they come.
avoids the sack until he can't.
Cooper machine. Cooper's the machine. Again, this is literally what ends the game right here. Watch Cooper.
They're out of timeouts.
That he was never ready. He was never ready. And this running back is watching the DB who's coming back too. And he actually lands a good hit here. But Cooper just breaks by the tight end here. Tight ends can't block. There's tight end blocking issues now. Hooked him around the helmet too, but then he's just trying to break free, and it's just ugly.
Jonathan Cooper, the first
So Denver gets the win in what was a very good defensive game.
On this week 6 Sunday,
But all I want to know is how many times Justin Fields got sacked. How many sacks were in this game? Because both defenses look like they were playing a really good game here, and there were a lot of sacks pulling through. So I just kind of want to see how that ended up going. I want to see that more in depth. So let's take a look. Bro Nix, 19 of 30, 174, touchdown, no interception. He was throwing the ball kind of well for his circumstance going up against the Jets secondary, which is good and bad. It's like a mix. You're like, take what you can get there. But on the ground, it was pretty quiet. Dobbins, 40 yards. Nix had 24. Harvey could only get 4 yards. Like, this was a very quiet game overall. Receiving-wise, Engram was the leading receiver. The only touchdown went to Adkins. That was really well run. It was the only touchdown of the game in general. On the Jets side, Justin Fields didn't even hit 50 yards passing. So this goes back to the same issue I've been saying. The Jets are focused on a short passing offense with a lot of running. I'm looking at 17 pass attempts for Justin Fields, and I'm looking at a total of 31 runs. That tells me that this is a run-focused offense that does not want to throw the football. Maybe because they don't trust their guy, or they just don't have a system in place that really can benefit their guy well. And honestly, with all this stuff going on, the fact that Josh Reynolds was leading receiver with 25 yards on 3 catches, kind of insulting in itself. It's not to take anything away from Reynolds. It's just the fact that he was the leading receiver. Wilson was targeted 8 times, only caught 3 passes. Some of it not his fault. Some of it maybe he could have had 1 or 2 of them. But just I'm looking at this over and over, and I'm just saying to myself, how bad is your protection that this is what's going on? We go look at the Denver side, right? Let's look at Denver's defense. How many sacks did they get as a team? Okay. Hufanga got 1. Jones got half a sack. Benito got a sack. Wazarike got a sack. Jonathan Cooper had 2 sacks. Sternad had 1.5 sacks. Allen had 1 sack. Myers had 1 sack facing his former team, JFM. It's an accumulation of things. It's just getting annoying. Justin Fields got sacked 9 times in this game. How bad does your offensive line have to be that you get sacked not once, not twice, not even 4 times, which is a lot? You got sacked 9 times. When is it time to realize that in order for you to win games, you have to actually protect your QB? I don't know who their O-line coach is, but they've got to figure something out here. Because should not be normal that I'm watching the same people get beat every time. It should not be normal that I'm watching the 2 young tackles get beat off the line almost instantly every time. That's not okay. I don't care if the guy jumps it, but there's times where guys aren't even jumping over the line and timing it well, that these guys aren't getting their hands there. And then when they are, it's a holding. And then you look at the interior line, they're not swapping off their block assignments well. That's the biggest issue here. A 4-man rush should not be generating over half the sacks in this game. That's just not normal. And I know the Broncos got some dogs. I know. They got some really good guys in those trenches. But I'm telling you, this should not have been a 9-sack game. At most, this should have been a 4. There was no way that this should have been a 9-sack game. But again, it comes down to mistakes the Jets were making on offense on the line. The line cost them the game, and the coaching cost them the game. And let me also add this too. You want to look through how many sacks the Jets defense got. I said the Jets defense had a really good day. They only got 1 sack. So here's your difference right there. And the 1 sack came from Jermaine Johnson. Each team had different performances. Why? I don't know. Because the offensive protection, when you watch for Knicks, he had a cleaner pocket for the majority of the game than Fields did. His pocket was getting crushed every other play. Like every second snap was happening. It was happening. I don't even know how else to explain it. There was no really any turnovers here in this game. It's ugly. It's ugly football. I call it ugly football. We saw it last week with the Cardinals-Titans game I did. This is even uglier football. Even uglier. The Broncos held the Jets to just 11 points, 82 total yards, and under 10 passing yards, like negative 10 passing yards in week 6. That's the fewest allowed by Denver in a game since 1971. That's also the fewest total yards allowed by any team in a game in the last 2 seasons. And the minus 10 passing yards element, the fewest allowed in a game in Broncos history and the fewest by any team in a game since the Chiefs did it in 1998 against San Diego in week 3 when they allowed negative 19 passing yards. Disgraceful. That is called disgraceful football. Jamin Sherwood had a good game. 3 run stuffs for loss or no gain, which was now, and he now leads all linebackers with 9 of those on the season. So he's been doing well in the run stopping element. That's great. One positive. Looks like the defense is doing their job. Broncos defense on the Jets offense. They held the Jets to 0 explosive plays, which is the first time an offense has gone without one since week 11 in 2021. So we're going back 4 years here, which happened in the Houston versus Tennessee game. That's actually disgusting. And then you go look at how Fields performed. The Broncos generated 16 pressures on 29 dropbacks. That's the 5th highest pressure rate by any team in a game this season. They've also allowed 5 of the 9 highest single-game first-half pressure rates of the season, and their average pressure rates plus 11.2% higher than any other team. Goes back to my point I've been making here. The offensive line is the issue. They got to get the O-line in order. I understand they got injuries, but if you don't get the O-line figured out, this team may not win a game this year. I wish I was joking. There were multiple instances where the Jets could have won not only this game, but won the Steelers game, won a couple other games. This game should have been the Jets to win. And if they would have prevented a few more sacks, they maybe had a chance to win. They probably would have won. And also, just to kind of really throw salt in the wound, I mentioned Jonathan Cooper having a really, really good game. He got 7 pressures and 2 sacks on 18 pass rushes in the Week 6 win over the Jets, and that's a career high for him in a pressure rate, which was 38.9%. That, like I said, he's a very talented player, but you gave up career highs to this guy. I don't understand it. And the more I look, they ran him constantly out from the right side of the line. And he got home almost every time. He got deep past the line of scrimmage. That's bad news. The average depth I'm seeing here is getting about, I want to say about 7 yards back into the backfield, which really is into the pocket, dead of the heart. That's even scarier. And that kind of answers all the questions I have. Like, how can a team win if you can't protect your quarterback? You can't give up 9 sacks and expect to win a football game. That's not how football works. Football lives and dies in the trenches. You want good evidence of that? Go look at the Bengals right now. Yeah, they took Jamar Chase over Penei Sewell. And this is no insult to Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is one of the best receivers in this league. But at the time, you waited to the Super Bowl with all these guys without an offensive line. That's great. But then let's look at what's happened since. The injuries that have destroyed the potential of this team. Joe is getting hurt every other year. And they're allowing an insane number of sacks. And yet they still can't build up a consistent line to keep him safe. And look what it's done. Another year where Cincinnati could have potentially made the playoffs is now going to go down the drain. It's now going to drop down the drain. It is the most disgusting display of football I have seen in terms of actual O-line protection. I expect every high school coach and college coach to look at this game and show this to their guys in the locker room and at practice and say to them on tape days, film days, and say, hey, so this is what you're not supposed to do. This is how you're supposed to handle this situation. Don't do what this guy did. What did he do wrong? I want them to pick him apart because this is the perfect material to use to actually show that. A pitiful display of offense protection from the New York Jets in this game. And I'm not even a Jets fan, and I'm angry about this. Disappointing to say even just the least of how I feel right now. Just the minimum.